just that you know that you are. echtes Milch. Leider ist schon so vorbereitet. Dann nicht, dann für sie auch nicht. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Passt schon. Nein. Wir lernen immer wieder was Neues. Bitte? Do you also want chai? There is still chai, no? Later.
Later.
There's enough, yeah.
Fine. Now we are ready. We have here also people online, but we cannot offer them chai. We can offer you virtually. Okay, let's start. Just a moment, let me tune because I'm not tuned and it's confusing you also.
You can. So I'm doing softly.
Yeah, but don't compare to me now. So, guten Morgen, liebe Gäste. Vielen Dank für das Kommen, trotz langes Wochenende und schönes Wetter. Wir haben überhaupt nicht erwartet, dass jemand kommt. Gestern Abend war es komplett voll. Am Boden kam kein Platz, alles. Das war sehr gut. Ja, wir haben ein bisschen stressig. Heute ist schon relaxed. So, ich werde weiter auf Englisch reden, weil wir haben auch in diesem Raum Leute, die kein Deutsch verstehen und wir haben auch Online-Übertragung. Man sieht nur die Bühne. und da sind schon einige Leute von verschiedenen Ländern. So I continue in English. Ich kann danach auch wieder auf Deutsch alles erklären, wenn man will. So good morning everyone, good morning our online guests, and thank you so much for coming. This is the second concert of this series, and we yesterday and today we mark the birthday of a very famous Indian poet and composer whose name was Rabindranath Tagore. He's really very known in India and all over the world. He wrote Indian national anthem. He was a Nobel Prize winner and legendary personality. So every year in May, all the world celebrates his birthday. So we do it in this little way how we can. Because he was also a great composer, musician, and he composed many beautiful songs, which we love. And I myself live in Calcutta. This is in east of India, in West Bengal, where Tagore lived himself all his life. And everywhere you go there, you see his picture, his name, his energy. So I got connected to this culture. And today we are very happy and honored to have our dear friend, our guest, Suramya Pushandas Gupta from Calcutta, also from India. For him it's even more the connection to Bengali culture and Tagore, because he is Bengali, he was born there, and we are learning from him all this. So that's the reason why we are doing these concerts. And we will start with a little vocal part. It's a little song, very famous song by Tagore in Bengali language. We will try to sing it a little bit, few lines, and then we will improvise on the theme of this song on sitar and tabla. And this song I learned a long time ago from the wife of my guru, and the translation of the song from Bengali means, the Bengali words, they go Tomar holo shuru, Amar holo shara, Tomar amai mili, Emni bohe dhara. This is the poetry in Bengali. And translation is, an older man is talking to a baby, to a child who is just born. And he is telling, Tomar holo shuru means you have just started your life. Amar holo shara means I'm about to end, maybe soon. Tomai amai mile means you and me together. Emni bohe dhara. This way river flows. So that's the poetic description of life, birth, death, how we are all passing here. You have just started, I'm about to end. You and me together, that's how the flow goes. That's the translation. Nice. He really wrote amazing poetry in such a simple way and very touching words. He described deep philosophical thoughts, and when I learned the language and started to understand the meaning, I really loved this. So that's why I feel like, though I'm not a singer at all, but I feel like connecting to this energy. শুরু করছি।
তোমায় আমায় মিলে এমনি বহে ধারা তোমার হলো সুর আমার হলো সারা
Danke. Thank you.
Dankeschön.
So this was a nice little warm-up and introduction and tribute to great poet. And now we will perform a piece of Indian classical music. This is my main profession. And what is really interesting about our music, that almost everything what we are going to play now is spontaneously improvised. We didn't prepare any notes or anything learned by heart. We just create music on the spot as we perform. And I always like to compare it to a language. When I speak, even what I say right now is also improvised. I don't read from a paper and I have no idea what I'm going to say next minute. And I already don't remember exactly what I told 2 minutes ago. Exactly, I cannot repeat. So same way is our music. We do it here and now, in the moment, at the present moment. And the rest is free. But same as in language, when I speak, I must follow the rules of language. Right now it's English. Same in our music, there are some rules and traditional elements which are very strict. That's why it's called classical music. It was developing over the centuries in India, and these foundations and rules are created by great maestros, which we have to learn and follow, like in the language. And the first rule which we learn and follow is called raga. Raga. This is the melody form which I perform on the sitar. And there are hundreds of possible ragas. They are created by great masters in India, even today, and also very long time ago. Some ragas are 2000 years old. We read about them in the Vedas, in the scriptures. And each raga has a name. It has a melody structure, which is fixed, like ascending and descending. It has typical phrasing, like in the language there are typical sentences, how you make a sentence. And it has even a time of the day when it's supposed to be performed, like we talk about morning ragas, evening ragas, noon, night. That's the connection between our music and nature, the sun, the light. That's how I also came with the idea to make this evening and morning concerts, because there are morning ragas, beautiful, hundreds of them, which we never can perform because all concerts are in the evening. So now is the chance. So this is about the melody. And another very important rule which we follow here, so that you understand a little bit how it goes, is the tala. This is called tala. This is a rhythmic cycle which is played on the percussion, on this beautiful tabla. And it's a cycle of fixed amount of beats. We decide in the beginning how many, maybe 16 or can be any number, 10, 7. And once we choose the tala, it has a specific structure, very interesting fixed division inside, which is not created by us. We have to learn it in India. And once we both know the language of tala, we can freely improvise within that cycle. And we meet on beat number 1. That's what keeps us together in time and in rhythm. This is also, as I always say, it was what fascinated me a lot about Indian music when I heard first time live. I had no idea what is happening, but I could feel that they are absolutely freely improvising, but in the same time there was so much together, like 2 3 people absolutely together, and I didn't know how is it possible to be so free in music and at the same time to have some kind of structure and format which holds you together. You are ending together, you have a contact, you stop together, you start again together, like without fixing. It's all spontaneous. So I wanted to find out how they manage this, and in India I started to learn. Now I became a sitar player. But the answer to this question was tala, that rhythmic cycle, which you don't see it when you hear music, you don't realize it, but it goes inside of every musician like a clock, like a cycle, and we are both trained in that, so we can synchronize. So these two rules help us to keep our improvising in the form which makes sense, that it's not just chaotic number of notes, but some kind of color which comes from the melody and rhythm which comes from the tala. So that's a little bit about theory. And I now choose a very beautiful, one of my favorite morning ragas, late morning ragas, which is called raga Todi. Todi, that's the name. Quite ancient raga, very special in India, and sounds very oriental also. So I will play a traditional introduction alone. It will be very meditative, just short, to show you the color of this raga, the melody, and then we will improvise with Suramya on the rhythmic cycle of 16 beats. That's the tala, divided 4 4 4 4 in slow tempo, medium tempo, and fast. Tintal, that's the name of this tala. Raga Todi. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Bye-bye. You see, our Indian instruments, they need a lot of tuning and retuning. That's the part of the ritual, part of the process. Like I said also yesterday, my guru told always that tuning is like, when you tune the instrument, it's also like tuning the mind to the next piece, because our pieces are quite long and deep, so we don't switch between them immediately. We need little time. And even the drums, as you see, this is unique drum tabla, which is also tuned to a note. That's what Suramya is doing with the hammer. It's tuned to the main note of my raga, which is now D, natural D. And that has to be also fine-tuned every time. So it takes little time. Now we will perform another beautiful song of Rabindranath Tagore, which is based on the traditional Indian melody or raga Mishra Malhar. This is a very famous group of ragas called Malhar, and it's actually the ragas of the rainy season, of the monsoon, which is a bit too early now. It starts in July in India, but we can still try to bring that color. It's a very special mood. In Europe, rain is not such a happy thing because it's cold, but in India, after very hot May, June, like scorching, baking hot, when the rain comes, it's a blessing. And also for the agriculture, for the food, for rice needs a lot of water. So people were always so happy, all hundreds of years, meeting the rain, and that's where they composed many beautiful melodies and ragas of that season. So this is one of them. And Suramya will explain a little bit more about the song and he will sing it. I will just accompany a little bit on sitar, and then we will conclude that song with the little composition in that raga, Meyaki Malhar.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Alukesh. So, as Alukesh ji rightly said, the monsoons and the rains are very special for us, especially after the scorching heat. So, rains are really heavy. It's not like small droplets like you see in the temperate zones. So, when it starts raining, naturally people also start feeling many emotions. They could feel happy, they could feel romantic, they could feel at peace, they could feel supernatural, or just they can cool down. So Tagore was heavily influenced by these emotions too, and he wrote a wonderful composition on how just with the rains and the clouds, it's an entire process. You start smelling the wet earth, you see the dragonflies, and then the clouds emerge, and it gets dark, and there's thunder, and then it starts slowly, a few drops, and then it starts the intense rain begins. So it's a full process, and all the people in the nation, you feel this energy develop. And Tagore wrote many compositions on the rains and the monsoons, but this one in particular is special because he says that where did I lose my mind? Where did I lose my conscience in this beautiful rain, in the thunder, in these dark clouds? That my sadness or any emotion that I feel like they're being heightened, and I myself, I am losing myself in a way with in this natural occurrence. So we'll try to present that feeling through our vocals and the instruments to you, how we feel when it rains in India in the monsoons. Re na re re na re na re na re na re te ra re na re na যে উধার আজি ভরা বাদরে যে ঘন ঘন গুরু গুরু গরজিছে ঝড় ঝড় না ঘন ঘন গুরু গুরু গরজিছে ঝড় ঝড় না দিকে দিকে জল ধার মন ছুটে শূন্যে শূন্যে অনন্তে আশা বাতাসে যে মোর প্রাণ উদাসী আজি ভরা বাদরে ও raining inside.
Hmm?
Started raining inside.
Raining, yeah.
Then didn't really cool down.
That's the power. Hopefully we don't spoil the weekend for the people here with the rain now. Sometimes there was legends when a famous
Yes.
singer would sing the rainy season raga, it will bring rain.
There are such legends.
Though my Guruji is saying, no, it's because they sang in the rainy season. So the rain was coming naturally.
Miyaki Mala also by Tansin, right?
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
Used to bring the rains.
Hmm. Your mother is commenting like anything. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you.
His mother is watching from Calcutta, from India. Thank you so much. I read the response she's writing. So nice we have this possibility nowadays.
She's my guru.
Yeah.
She has taught me Rabindra Sangeet,
Exactly.
singing, music, everything.
She's very well-known dancer and artist. So we are honored to have them all here. So now it's time for the next classical piece, which is a traditional morning raga called Basant Mukhari. That's the name of the raga. Another very beautiful melody. By listening to ragas like this side by side, one can understand better what is a raga, because it's very difficult to explain. In India, they would answer what is not raga. They say it's not a scale, it's not a song, it's not a tune, it's not a composition, it's not this, not this. Then what it is? So the translation of the word raga means that which colors the mind, which creates a certain color in the mind. That's the direct translation from Sanskrit. And like color, very difficult to explain red, yellow, blue, green. What is the difference? You cannot explain. But when you see, you know. So same way with ragas. By listening side by side, one can understand better. So this is Raga Basant Mukhari. I will play again some introduction alone, completely freely improvised, to go into that mood, into that color of this raga, to show you the typical movements. And then we will improvise with the rhythm, again with the tala, the most famous tin tal 16 beats in the medium and fast tempo. Raga Basant Mukhari. This is the last piece for today, and it's again the song of Rabindranath Tagore, one of the most famous songs, which has a very beautiful melody and also very beautiful meaning. The translation of the text is the text itself in Bengali. Joditor dakshu nekeuna ashe tobe ekla cholo re. That's the Bengali text. And the translation is, he's saying that if no one is answering your call, not a telephone call, but when you call people to come and join you, for example, when you do something new and nobody is responding. So he says, don't bother, just go alone. That's the philosophy. Don't care about what others will say, if they will support or not. Just continue on your own. And then they will join. So that's the translation of the song. Ekla Cholo Re means ek means one, alone. Cholo means go. Go alone. And it's really beautiful philosophy. experienced it many times in my own life. Also, even when, as I said also yesterday in the concert, when I came here to Austria 21 years ago, I already played sitar, and I saw that there is no scene here, nobody knows this music, very little. So there was no one to support me. So I just went alone from the beginning. I started my own way, and now so many people come. Now we have this center, we have students, and Indian embassy supports us also, thanks God. So that's the result of going alone in the beginning. So that's the meaning of this song, Ekla Cholo Re. We will try to sing it a little bit, and it's based on the folk style. That's exactly what we play normally in the end of the concert, little light classical or light folk piece, which is set to the rhythmic cycle of 6 beats. We call it Dadra, divided 3+3, and based on the raga Kamaj. That's the more or less the scale.
একলা চলো রে, যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে, তবে একলা চলো রে। একলা চলো, একলা চলো, একলা চলো, একলা চলো রে, তবে একলা চলো, একলা চলো, একলা চলো, একলা চলো রে, যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে, তবে একলা চলো রে।
much. Nice. With this beautiful, nice energy and nice message, we will finish for today. Let's leave something for next time. Because we are improvising, we can continue for forever. And the next time we already planned in last weekend of June. Actually, we try to make here concerts every month, Saturday, Sunday, like this. And every month there is a reason we find some excuse to make a concert. So this month is the birthday of Tagore. Next month we have Sonnenwende, that's the longest day of the year. And the same day is World Music Day and International Yoga Day, all on one day. So
Wow.
we are doing that concert, yeah. Amazing. That's the next reason to play. 24th, 25th of June we will perform. And if you're interested, please come again. Thank you so much. I always say that this format here is the best for our music, and that's how it survived hundreds of years in India, played in the chamber, like a chamber music in small gatherings. Later in second half of 20th century, when my guru Pandit Ravi Shankar, he introduced it internationally, and they started to play in very big halls, in stadiums, and then all the rock bands took the sitars, the Beatles, the Rolling Stones. It became huge, which is also great, and thanks God, that's how we came to know about this music in the West. But still, the most suitable atmosphere is like this, because there we can go very deep and more intimate, also because we are improvising, so it's nice that we can see you, we can feel your energy, and that's like a dialogue between listeners and the musicians. When it's very big hall, I also play many times 2,000 people, more. I don't see anyone, I see only light, so I'm alone. More difficult for me. Here it's very nice, so that's why we took this room and continue already 6 years having this center. So thank you for supporting. Come again, and if you're interested to know more about this music, you can always come to take lessons. We teach here sitar, tabla, vocal, and that's how we share it. You can leave your email address, there is a list in the entrance, and follow us on all the possible social media. So thank you so much, and see you again.
Thank you so much.
And thanks to our online.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, today we had many people. Sunday, also in India.
Oh yes.
Because of the time difference. Yesterday it was very late night.
It's
already.
midnight for India.
Yeah, today much more came. Yesterday more came physical, today more online. So thank you so much everyone. Nice comments. Ekla Cholo Re, your mother is right. Good. Thank you so much. Pranam to everyone. We will see you